Pokemaniacs! Welcome back! So it's Friday, November 7th. We are 1 week away from the next Pokemon set releasing, which is probably the craziest, most hyped set for the entire year. Phantasmal Flames, where everybody and their brother, mother, and grandmother and long-lost cousins are all going to be searching for the Charizard cards in this set. The hype is real. I'm hoping everybody stays polite, professional, and organized, and just be nice to people waiting in line for Pokemon this coming Friday. I will be one of those people waiting in line. I've seen all the hype from past sets. I love Charizard. I love the set. I'm invested in this hobby, as you know. If you guys have been watching the channel, thank you. If you're new, please subscribe and check out some of our great videos. And today's just going to be a chat video, so that's probably the biggest, most hyped thing going on a Pokemon right now, besides the new Z to A game. I don't play gaming console games, but I hear that that game is cool. There's a couple mixed reviews out there. It looks cool, but I'm not really into that. I just don't have time. If I did, I probably definitely would, because I used to play the Game Boy Advance, and the DS, Pokemon, all those Pokemon games from years past, and I loved it. That's one of the things I was so big on Pokemon at that time. Once I passed my phase of getting the first few sets of Pokemon since it started and getting a little older, I got into video games. But we're back in the Pokemon hobby now, and we talked about that on our channel, so I won't bore you guys. We've got quite a few things here, a little smorgasbord of things to open. We've been accumulating over the last few weeks. Including today, I found these at a CVS of all places. CVS had these behind the register. I haven't found Black Bolt White Flare in the wild in probably over 2 months. So this is fantastic. We've got some Mega Evolution blister packs. A couple Surging Sparks we found at Target, restocked this week. And we got these as well at Target this week, not at Walmart. I didn't buy any of those mini tins. I got 2, I think, last week, and I got cooked. I think I opened those in the car. You gotta try. So anyway, hopefully we can get something good out of this. And I figure we just chit-chat a little bit. So we'll start with Surging Sparks. So I don't know if I want to do this kind of weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. I'm not quite sure. Again, we're still fairly new to this whole YouTube thing, and Pokemon opening is pretty much our primary content, if you will. I love watching people who open Pokemon cards on YouTube. I think it's fun. I think it's just chill to do if you're driving in a car, you're just looking for something to watch online. And I think it's fun because it gets you a chance to see the different cards in the set, and you might be like, I don't like those cards, or you know what, I like that set. Let me go ahead and, let me buy a few packs, and you get some insight. And look, I might not be the smartest or the most experienced guy when it comes to Pokemon. I'm just going to share what I've experienced in this fun hobby that can be a very expensive hobby. But at the same time, it's rewarding because I have actually had some pretty good luck with Pokemon. I can't deny that fact. If you guys know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you don't, well, you haven't checked out some of our videos where we pulled some of the most rarest cards. We pulled a God pack. I mean, somebody like me that doesn't open like thousands of packs like streamers, rip and ship people do, or people that have been in the hobby for a long time that are, big content creators that have tons of followers and they can afford to do that. I've been really blessed and lucky, and I'm thankful too that I can share that with you guys. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the subscribers we have, and hopefully we can continue to grow the channel and get some more subscribers. So nothing from Surging Sparks. I love the set, but I just never really have good luck with it. So maybe we'll pull more Surging Sparks at some point in the future, but right now Mega Evolution is hot. There's so many good cards in this set. For it being, quote, a base set, which technically it's not, because Mega Evolution is basically like a side block to before the next era of Pokemon hits. Like Scarlet and Violet was the last big era that ended with Black Bolt and White Flare, which again, you can never find. Ooh, we got Shedinja. Nice! All right, of course, it's completely busted off center. This is a beautiful card. I love this illustration rare. I think we pulled it once or twice. But hey, it's a hit. It's a hit from a blister, which I tend not to do the greatest on. But, when you can only get so many cards at places, you're gonna buy packs. I mean, how could you not? So yeah, I've been pretty blessed. And I hope that you guys out there watching, again, thank you for watching. We're just a little channel trying to grow, having fun. We're not fancy. We don't have a ton of editing software and tons of time to edit. You know, I've actually edited a little bit with some of my videos. I've dabbled a little bit. It just takes some time, and, you know, I'm sure I could figure out as time goes on, and eventually I might put some more editing time into some videos, but at the same time, you know, let's keep it simple. Let's keep it real. It's about Pokemon. We all love Pokemon. Pokemon. And it's, you know, we're just basically a channel that talks about Pokemon, opens Pokemon, and once in a while we'll have, you know, different chit chats about Pokemon like we're doing today. So, Phantasmal Flames in a week. What are you guys going to do for Phantasmal Flames? Are you lining up? Did you take the day off? What are you going to do to get some Phantasmal Flames? All the big retailers are probably going to have product that day, so it's a matter of strategizing where you're going to go. Ooh, another illustration for a Shroodle. Wow, we're doing pretty good today. We're doing good today. So I have not quite decided. I think I might wait at Target before they open. I just need to try to confirm that Target's going to have what I'm looking for. I want to find a store that has the Mega Charizard UPC, since I was not able to get it on the Pokemon Center. Now, Pokemon Center might actually drop that because a lot of the bot orders were canceled, so they should have inventory. I was hoping today they might drop it. I've been checking Discord all day. Again, if you have Discord, if you don't have it, get it. If you have, either have it or don't, first get it. Second of all, learn it. If you're new to Discord, get Rattle Pokemon, the Discord server. It's free. You get all kinds of drop information on how to click and get Pokemon. It's simple. It's free. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's how I've acquired all my Pokemon Center product. There's services out there, they charge you a fee a month. Rattle Pokemon does the same thing for free, and if not better than they do. So, we talked about that before, but again, that's important for anybody that wants to get Pokemon, that doesn't have time to drive around the stores during the day like I do. You want to get it online, you can do it from work, you can do it from home, you can be doing whatever you want. It just takes a little patience. You got to be quick to draw. First come, first serve. That's kind of how it goes in this crazy Pokemon world we're in. So yeah, join it if you don't have it. If you have any questions, drop me a comment, and I'll do the best I can to help you discover how great it is. We've also got, today, releasing to the wild, the Mega Evolution Mega Lucario figure collection. I was not able to really actively go out and get it today. I could have, but I didn't. Because Wednesday on Walmart.com, they dropped it at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I was able to get it. Now that Walmart has limits to product, hopefully you and all your family and friends that love Pokemon can find Pokemon at Walmart now with the limits in place. It should help prevent people scalping. Oh, we got EX. And that's a good thing because they limit it to 5. We've all probably seen the videos online where scalpers go in with a shopping cart and they basically clean the place out because a lot of the Walmarts just don't give a shit because Walmart's a for-profit company, probably the most profitable, biggest company in the world, one of the few retailers anyway, and they just want to sell product. Well, now they have to limit it. It's literally built into the register. I believe that if you get more than 5, and that's for any cards, all in one transaction, the register will basically stop and require a cashier to come over, and they'll say, hey, you can only get 5. So that's a good thing. Ooh, we got Lit Leo. I don't think I have this, actually. Lit Leo, let's go. What a cool card. It's epic. That is a cool card. I love this artwork. All right, well, we've got 3 illustration rares from our Mega blister packs. That's pretty good, actually. I think we only had 9 packs. Wow. That is really good. See, if you talk enough shit, eventually your odds are going to get better, your luck's going to improve. So we got 2 Mega Blisters left, and we only got 4 tins to go through. So, yeah, if you are going to go to Walmart to try to find Pokemon, you might have better odds at this point, since that's a big breaking news story this week for people who love Pokemon. The Walmart, the last to limit product, has finally limited product. It's going to get even better now. Target limits product, Best Buy limits product, Barnes & Noble limits product, now Walmart limits product, GameStop limits product. Every retailer, brick and mortar store that I know of, if I missed one, drop me a comment, limits Pokemon purchases. This is fantastic news for those of you who have not been able to find Pokemon in the wild, again, that are not able to go to restocks during the day and get in line and wait hours potentially. So that's good news. That's big freaking breaking news. That's not quite breaking, but yeah. So, and it includes online too. So Walmart.com on Wednesdays. If you guys don't know, Walmart, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they usually drop Pokemon products. It has been pretty much every Wednesday, whether it's a couple things or a good amount. And now that the bots, even if there are bots, which, you know, they only get 5. So that allows product to stay up online longer, and it gives you and I a shot to actually pick some up. So it's great. It's the first restock since way back that I actually was able to pick up product from Walmart. So that should be shipping either Sunday or Monday. And I can't wait to open up those Mega Lucario figure collection box. I'm just going to open the one and keep one sealed. So hopefully they both come in good condition, or at least one. We got Mega Tins. If you guys haven't seen me open these before, there's 1 pack of Destin and 1 pack of Mega Evolution inside. So let's give it a go. What else is news-worthy? A couple other things in the news. Again, we got Black Friday at the end of November. I think it's November 28th. You've got Walmart and Target that are both going to have EX boxes with, I think, 8 packs in them for $20, which is a steal, okay? Now, you're going to have people in line for Black Friday sales anyway. Check out what time your stores are opening and plan your day accordingly. I would imagine they're going to keep the limits of Pokemon just like they always do. The problem will be there will be more people in line, so there's not just going to be your Pokemon scalpers. There's going to be everybody that wants to get stuff for Christmas. So get there early, be patient, have a plan. Again, get your 2. And chances are if you go over to the one store you're not at, they're probably going to be sold out. So look, if you got a family, you know, you got siblings, you go to Walmart, you go to Target. There's actually another tidbit. GameStop just announced, I think today, they're going to have a Black Friday item. It is going to be the Moltres, Team Rocket's Moltres Ultra Premium Collection Box for $119. So they're not scalping that. They're actually charging MSRP, which is a good thing. I think I might have to try to get that because it looks fire. The packs inside aren't the best, but this tin was busted, dead, nothing. But it's an ultra premium collection. Like it's got a cool Moltres mat. So instead of this Crown Zenith mat, I can actually use a different mat if I were able to get it. Of course, I want the Charizard UPC next Friday, so hopefully we get lucky with that. I'd like 2 of those. 1 to keep sealed and 1 to open. That's it, because that shit's expensive. I'll tell you what. The people that are buying tons of it, they're flipping it. Or they're just, you know, people that have a lot of money that are collecting Pokemon and just sitting on it for years. Which, look, you do what you want. God bless you. But try to save some for the rest of us. So, that's big news. Also today, information dropped on the next. Now, we haven't even actually technically had the next Pokemon set in English release, which is next Friday. The newest set after that will be Mega Dream, I believe. And it's going to be a special Pokemon set. Meaning there won't be booster boxes. There'll be booster bundles. There'll be packs. There'll be different types of boxes and things, but not booster boxes. There will not be any. So it's going to be similar to Prismatic Evolution, a Black Bolt White Flare. Hopefully it's not in a limited print like Black Bolt White Flare seems to be. Even though we were able to find 2 tins today. It's great. So that set looks to be amazing. There's a Mega Gengar EX SIR that is gorgeous. If you haven't checked out the photo of that card, go online after this and check it out. It is going to be a crazy hot set. Maybe even more crazy than Phantasmal Flames is going to be. And that's, you know, the Charizard set that's coming. So there's also going to be a Dragonite SIR, Mega Dragonite EX SIR, which they haven't released that picture yet, but it'll be coming out next week. Because next week, I guess the set is actually released. Or no, I'm sorry, the end of November, the set actually releases in Japan. So then we'll clearly get to see basically the whole set. So 2 more tins and we're almost done chatting. And if you guys, are interested in anything in particular, just, message me, drop me a comment. I know there's a lot of stuff we're talking about today, but Pokemon is crazy. It is on fire. There is no slowing down. It is pedal to the metal, and I do hope that Pokemon is going to keep re-releasing older sets because, people like me that got in the game, this year. I got in around when Journey Together came out, which I love Journey Together. And I do love Black Bolt White Flare. If you guys haven't checked out our God Pack video, check it out. That was insane. So I've had good luck with Black Bolt and White Flare, but there's still quite a few cards that I don't have that I would love to be able to pull. So White Flare pack, let's go. Maybe we can get a hit. Now there are a ton of illustration rares in both Black Bolt and White Flare if you guys aren't familiar. It's one of the cool things about this set. There's so many illustration rares. The odds are pretty good to pull one. Of course, we just didn't there. But we've opened quite a bit of Black Bolt White Flare on the channel. If you care to check some of those out, please do. Just scroll back and you'll see plenty of Black Bolt White Flare videos. And what else is new? I mean, it's sort of new that GameStop is now GameScalp. GameStop increased all of its Pokemon prices across the board, so I am not going there unless they have something at MSRP. Which again, ooh, I got a Master Ball. A Master Ball Cincino. Sweet, this is a good card. So I'm not going to go to GameStop unless they're selling something at MSRP, which would be that Team Rocket's Moltres UPC. So I guess that deserves a sleeve. It is a Master Ball. It's probably worth a few bucks. So we got 1 tin left today. I appreciate you guys listening. And thank you again if you have subscribed. I appreciate you. And I hope that we can continue to grow the channel. So if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this long, you're invested. And I thank you. So please subscribe. Let's see if we can get this last tin open. Usually the mega tins were easier to open than these. Kind of ripping these pieces apart here slowly. There we go. That was good. So last tin of the day, last couple packs. We've got 3 illustration rares from Mega Evolution. And I'm hoping to at least get something out of these Black Bolt White Flare. So yeah, we do actually have next Friday or Saturday, depending on when it arrives, Phantasmal Flames product from the Pokemon Center coming. We will have the 2 ETBs from Phantasmal Flame. Well, there's 1, but I got 2 of them because that's what you're allowed. And that'll be my last bit of information. We talk about this breaking, earth-shattering news this week. So yeah, when those come in, we'll eventually open the Phantasmal Flames booster box that I got. It'll be my 2nd booster box ever opened. We did actually open a booster box for the first time. Please check out that video. It's my first booster box opening ever. It was fun. We didn't get a crazy hit like we intended, but we still got a good hit nonetheless. So please check out that video. And the earth-shattering news is at the Pokemon Center. We're going to end on the Pokemon Center news, which is absolutely fabuloso. Fantastic news. The Pokemon Center, if you guys don't know, there's a queue system. Well, now the queue system, when you go to log in, there is a timer. So, first of all, when you go to Pokemon Center, you want to get in as soon as the drop hits. I mean, we didn't do anything good in these tins. What a waste those tins were. Man. But you want to go right into the Pokemon Center as soon as that drop hits. Now, instead of just waiting in the queue aimlessly and never knowing how long it's going to be, there's actually a timer. It's fantastic. So now when you log into the Pokemon Center, you will be able to see how long until you can get into the actual site, and hopefully there'll be product left. It worked this week for the first time. I was able to pick up 2, I think there's Sword and Shield era, like blister packs. So we got 4 packs. I think they're going to be Fusion Strike, which, those are fire, but sometimes you just get nothing. So anyway, when we get those in, we'll open those up next week. The Pokemon Center is even better than ever now. Breaking freaking news. The queuing system gives you a timer. So look, if you get in right away, you can see the timer go down. It did fluctuate a little bit. If you get in late and it's not like, a new release of a set, chances are you're probably going to be cooked. So that's why I said get the Rattle Pokemon Discord. That will help you get these drops a lot easier. Again, thank you so much for watching. Had a little bit of fun opening some packs. Nothing crazy. We got some hits. We did a little bit of chatting. Hopefully this information will be beneficial to you and help you. If so, please smash that thumbs up like button. Subscribe if you're new. Any questions you have, drop me a comment. And we will have plenty more Pokemon product coming up next week. And hopefully for quite a while to come. It's just Pokemon is going to get better. More and more product will become available. With the limits in place, we're in a good state. We're on the up. Scalpers are done. They're going to start selling because the market's going to crash, hopefully. As more product comes out and more stores have limits, more people are going to be able to find product. So I hope that's the case. Thank you guys for listening and watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. Woo!